Here are today's stories. President Duterte challenges participants of the Palangan Bonsang to excel in school and sports to become nation builders. Chief Justice Serrano claims to have retrieved 11 out of her 21 allegedly missing statements of assets and liabilities. The LTFRB threatens to impound vehicles using the Arcade City ride-sharing app. And the military reports about 5,000 surrenderers from the New People's Army. Good day, I'm Pia Rosas Morato. Welcome to the PNA Newsroom. President Rodrigo Duterte urged student athletes to aspire for sports greatness and academic excellence as they prepare themselves to become participants in nation building. Duterte made the challenge as he declared the opening of Palangan Bonsang 2018 in Ilocos Sur. He said skills learned from academics and other interests will be needed to take on greater responsibilities in the future. He said the involvement in sports will serve as an avenue to divert the youth from illegal drugs and criminal acts. Duterte also encouraged the parents to keep on supporting their children in finding their best potentials, whether in sports or in academics. Duterte urged Ilocos Sur province to take the opportunity to promote the culture and rich history of the Ilocanos as it celebrates its bicentennial anniversary this year. He also asked for the people's support as he urged or assured that his administration will never stop working to make the Philippines a better nation. Chief Justice Lourdes Serrano is determined to have the quo warranto petition against her dismissed with the retrieval of some of her missing statements of assets, liabilities, and net worth. Here's a report.
Chief Justice Lourdes Serrano claims to have retrieved more than half of her statements of assets, liabilities, and net worth or SALINs, which she had filed as law professor of the University of the Philippines from 1986 to 2006. Attorney Josadinla says at least 11 of the 21 missing SALINs have been found with the Chief Justice prior to Solgen Jose Calida's submission of her SALINs to the Supreme Court on March 27. Calida's quo warranto petition was based on his claim that since CJ Serrano did not file her SALINs and failed to meet the constitutional requirement of proven integrity to the Judicial and Bar Council. Dainla adds Calida's submission that he had also retrieved Serrano's UP SALINs and submitted the same to the High Tribunal in his reply should result in the immediate dismissal of the petition. She says the Chief Justice intends to present the recovered UP SALINs to the Senate Impeachment Court without prejudice to her legal defenses. On Friday, Calida said the SALIN retrieved by the Serrano camp were the same documents the office had obtained and submitted to the Supreme Court, calling the top magistrate's move as an attempt to mislead the Filipino people. He also posted the reply letter of UP Human Resources Development Office Director Angelo Escoto, noting that UP provided the OSG copies of Serrano's SALINs for the years 1985, 1990, 1991, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, and 2002. He maintained that Serrano must offer evidence that she indeed filed her SALINs. For the PNA Newsroom, I'm Rom Dulfo.
More than 17,000 certificates of candidacy have been filed by aspiring candidates for the May 14 Barangay and Sangguniang Kabataan on the first day of the filing period on Saturday. The Commission on Elections reported on Sunday that 339 cities and municipalities already have aspirants filing COCs. For the barangay elections, over 13,000 have filed COCs. For the SK elections, there were 845 candidates who filed their COCs for SK chairman and over 2,000 for Kagawad. The total number of barangays in the country is 42,041 as of February 13, and the total number of voters is over 78 million. The May 14 polls will be conducted manually as voters will have to write down the names of the candidates, 1 punong barangay and 7 members of the Sangguniang Barangay. For youth voters, they will be electing 1 chairperson and 7 members of the SK for every barangay. The Department of Interior and Local Government is hopeful that this year's barangay and SK elections will be orderly and peaceful. DILG spokesperson Jonathan Malaya noted a decrease in election-related violence from 2010 and 2013 to the present. In the 2013 barangay and SK elections, there were only 57 reported incidents, mostly in Mindanao. Malaya said martial law in Mindanao has intensified security for the elections, along with assurance of the resumption of peace talks with communist rebels and the signing of the Bangsamoro Basic Law. The DILG will meanwhile continue monitoring previously identified election hotspots. The Department of Education plans to provide every public school in the country with internet connectivity to improve teaching and learning processes. Education Undersecretary Elaine Del Pascua stressed the importance of maximizing the use of available technologies in the classroom for the benefit of Filipino learners. Del Pascua added that DepEd has plans to put up e-classrooms in public schools where digital boards would allow teachers and learners to play videos, presentations, and other educational resources. These efforts will be fulfilled in conjunction with the DepEd Computerization Program, or DCP. Del Pascua explained that all the units which have been distributed to a number of schools include offline versions of needed learning materials. Del Pascua earlier said that around 14 million public school learners and 451,000 public school teachers will benefit from DCP. Still to come, the LTFRB threatens to impound vehicles using the Arcade City ride-sharing app. About 73 barangay officials face charges for failing to establish anti-drug councils. These and more when the PNA Newsroom continues.
Waranto petition.
Barangay environmental violation.
Tax reform for acceleration and inclusion of trade.
Ito ang Duterte on Duty. Ulat sa ginagawa ng Presidente. April 2, Lunes, Sultan Kudarat. Ipinaramdam ni Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte ang malasakit sa mga magsasaka nang ipamahagi niya ang mahigit 1,000 Certificate of Land Ownership Award sa Mindanao.
I stand before you to say only one thing. Today is a victorious day for you, our farmers. I assure you that the government stands to you by every step of the way. We continue to provide support services of other agencies through livelihood programs such as crop insurance, production and post-harvest trainings, and credit access. Yun ang pinaka-importante.
April 3, Martes, Oriental Mindoro. Sinaksihan ng Pangulo ang inaugurasyon ng Lisa Bridge Project sa Barangay Hagan sa bayan ng Bungabong. Inihayag din niya sa araw na ito na gusto niyang ipagpatuloy ang peace talk sa pagitan ng gobyerno at New People's Army. April 4, Miyerkules, Malacanang. Nagkaroon siya ng magkakahiwalay na pulong sa West China Main Corporation, Bases Conversion and Development Authority, Department of National Defense, Housing and Urban Development Coordinating Council at sa mga pinuno ng Moro Islamic Liberation Front at Bangsamoro Transition Commission. Kinagabihan ay pinangunahan ng Pangulo ang 24th Cabinet Meeting. April 7, Sabado, Davao City. Pinuri ng Chief Executive ang magigiting na intelligence personnel sa First Quarter 2018 Command Conference and Sergeants Major Forum ng AFP Intelligence Service. April 9, Lunes. Lumipad si Pangulong Duterte patungong China upang dumalo sa BOA Forum for Asia Annual Conference 2018. April 10, Martes. Ibinida ng Pangulo ang pagbabagong nangyayari sa Pilipinas sa harap ng ilang world leaders, businessmen at academic experts.
We are slowly making the Filipino dream a reality as we strive to push our economy forward. We encounter challenges. but we will not be deterred. We seek to partner with responsible businesses, homegrown and foreign-based, to drive the progress we envision. Let me say it again. The Philippines' destiny is in Asia. The Philippines is ready to work with all nations in the region to seek friendship and cooperation.
Muling nagkita sina President Duterte at Chinese President Xi Jinping sa isang bilateral meeting. Sinaksihan ng dalawang pinuno ang pagpirma sa 6 na bilateral agreements sa pagitan ng dalawang bansa. Pinirmahan din ang ilang business agreements sa ilang Chinese companies na tinatayang aabot sa $9 billion estimated investment value na inaasahang makapagbibigay ng trabaho sa 10,000 Pilipinong manggagawa. Ito ang Duterte on duty. Abangan sa susunod na linggo ang mga gagawin ng Pangulo.
The Philippine Charity Sweepstakes Office hopes that the PNP, under incoming Chief Oscar Albayalde, will intensify its efforts to stop illegal gambling. Here's a report.
Philippine Charity Sweepstakes Office General Manager Alexander Balutan is confident that incoming Philippine National Police Chief Oscar Albayalde will hit hard against wetting and other illegal gambling activities in the country. Balutan made a statement after President Rodrigo Duterte named Albayalde as the replacement of outgoing PNP Chief Ronald De La Rosa. Balutan, a retired Marine Major General, said Albayalde has the capability to lead the police force and strengthen the fight against drugs and other societal ills such as illegal gambling in compliance with the President's directive stipulated in Executive Order No. 13 signed in February 2017. Earlier, authorized agent corporations playing small-town lottery from all over the country raised concerns over police inaction in their areas of operation against illegal gambling. STL agents claimed forbidden gambling activities such as wetting, suertres, masyaw, pares, and peryahan ng bayan have cost the government losses in profit. At present, there are 83 AACs actively operating STL in the country. Balutan reiterated the need to stop those behind illegal gambling, particularly those who use STL as a front. Last year, the PCSO has declared a 30% loss in STL earnings due to illegal gambling operations. Balutan said these losses deprive citizens of healthcare and other benefits that PCSO is providing to the poorest of the poor. For the PNA Newsroom, I'm Benj Bondo.
The Land Transportation Franchising and Regulatory Board warned that it will impound vehicles operating under the US-based ride-sharing application Arcade City. The LTFRB said it will also be coordinating with the Department of Information and Communications Technology to shut down Arcade City's website. LTFRB board member Eileen Lisada said that apart from not being accredited, Arcade City is neither a transport network company nor a transport network vehicle service. The board said it will also file a complaint before the U.S. Embassy against Arcade City founder and chief executive officer Christopher David. The board had advised the company as early as August 2017 to stop its operations, as it was conducting business as another transportation network company without coordinating with the LTFRB. Arcade City earlier said it was launching on Monday its decentralized ride-sharing network in Cambodia, Indonesia, Malaysia, Myanmar, Philippines, Singapore, Thailand, and Vietnam. The company claims to be an alternative to Uber as drivers are free to build up their own transportation businesses. The military appeals the public in Negros Oriental not to associate themselves with the activist group Karapatan because of its ties with the New People's Army. Army 3rd Infantry Division Brigadier General Dino Dalina made the appeal following the group's call for the release of 6 suspected rebels who were arrested in Mabinay, Negros Oriental. Government troops recovered high-powered firearms from the suspects. Karapatan claims the so-called Mabinay 6 were members of Kilusang Magbubukid ng Pilipinas. Dolina, however, said the 6 were found to have ties with terrorists and have been charged accordingly. The military will meanwhile leave it up to the courts on how to deal with cases involving victims of the rebels. The Department of Trade and Industry is scaling up its product support program for micro, small, and medium enterprises in the Cordillera region. Arthur Joel Tibaldo, DTI Cordillera Information Officer, said the government's continuing support for local enterprises is being raised to the next level through the One Town, One Product Next Generation program. Last week, 10 MSMEs attended a consultation session with brand experts and designers during the pilot run of the so-called assessment, consultation, and triage in Baguio City. In 2017, DTI CAR assisted 279 MSMEs and developed 342 products in the region, resulting in the generation of over 26 million pesos in total sales. The sales included those from the Impakabsat Trade Fair at the Festival Mall Alabang, Muntinlupa City in the first quarter of the year. The DTI is encouraging entrepreneurs in the region to take advantage of the opportunities presented to improve their business and reach larger markets. In 2017, the One Town, One Product program assisted over 6,500 MSMEs to develop and improve nearly 5,000 products nationwide. The Department of Interior and Local Government is set to file a case against officials of 73 villages across the country for failure to organize their respective Barangay Anti-Drug Abuse Councils or BADACs. DILG Assistant Secretary Rico Judge Echeverry said that since peace and order is a priority of the Duterte administration, the DILG encourages barangays to participate in strengthening their BADACs and that village officials must organize and fund these councils. Echeverry refused to disclose from which provinces, cities, or municipalities the 73 villages belong. Echeverry, meanwhile, appealed to voters to choose candidates who are not involved in drugs and poll aspirants who are not afraid to name drug lords and pushers in their area. Up next, the military reports about 5,000 surrenderers from the New People's Army. More than 1,300 medals are at stake in this year's Palarong Pambansa. These and more when the PNA Newsroom returns.
Quo warranto petition.
Boracay environmental violation.
Tax reform for acceleration and inclusion of trade.
Sa ikatlong pagkakataon, muling naglungsad ang Go Negosyo ng pangkabuhayan para sa mga IDPs. Inilunsad ang Model Farm groundbreaking sa Sagunsongan Farm Site sa Barangay Sagunsongan, Marawi City. Pinangunahan ni ARMM Program Head and Advisor for Agripreneurship, Ana Margarita Hontiveros Malvar, at dinaluhan ng iba't ibang stakeholders ang nasabing okasyon. Ang programang ito ay suportado ng LGU Marawi, TFBM, Provincial Government of Lanao del Sur, Department of Agriculture, Joint Task Force Ranao, DOLE Lanao del Sur, DOLE Region 10, DOLE ARMM, Marawi Chamber of Commerce and Industry at DOLE Tupad. Layunin ng Go Negosyo na bigyan ng tamang kaalaman sa pagsasaka upang maging matagumpay at para na rin sa pangmatagalan ng pangkabuhayan ng mga bakwit sa Marawi City. Dito ay ituturo sa mga nagnanais na magsaka ang tamang paggamit sa sinaka na lupa, tamang propagation, paggamit ng fertilizer upang magkaroon ng tamang germination ang lupa at magkaroon ng tamang acidity na babagay sa mga itatanim. Ituturo din ang post-harvest techniques kung saan ay para sa kaalaman ng mga magsasaka ang tamang laki ng produkto at kung kailan ito dapat i-harvest. Kasali na rin ang tamang pagpack sa mga pananim sa panahon ng bentahan. Matatanda ang naging matagumpay ang proyekto ng Go Negosyo sa mga munisipyo ng Balui at Ramain, kung saan ay nagkaroon na ng Harvest Festival at kumita na rin ang mga magsasakang IDPs. Samantala, kasabay sa paglulunsad ay ang pagpapapasok sa ikalawang sektor sa Ground Zero ng mga IDPs. Para sa bayan, Sweet Lukman, Philippine Information Agency.
About 5,000 members and supporters of the New People's Army have reportedly surrendered in the first few months of the year. Outgoing Chief of Staff General Ray Leonardo Guerrero said the AFP has reached its target to cut in half the NPA's force before the year ends. Majority of the surrenders were members of mass-based organizations where regular members of the NPA are recruited. Guerrero also denied accusations by CPP founding chairman Jose Maria Sison that the surrenderers were fake. He emphasized that the surrenderers personally signed their affidavits and joined peace rallies to condemn their former leaders. Justice Secretary Menardo Guevara on Saturday said he would consult with National Security Advisor Hermogenes Esperon and Presidential Advisor on the peace process, Jesus Dureza, over the petition to declare the CPP-NPA as terrorist groups. Guevara made the statement when asked about the review of the petition filed by his predecessor Vitaliano Aguirre last February. Bayan Muna Representative Carlos Zarate had urged him to review the so-called hit list of names included in the petition. Among those included in the list are CPP founder Jose Maria Sison, peace negotiator Luis Halandoni, leftist leader Saturo Campo, and Victoria Tauli Corpus, UN Special Rapporteur on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples. The DOJ is set to push through with legal actions despite President Rodrigo Duterte's order to give the peace talks with the communist rebels a last chance. The president had stopped the peace talks with the communists due to atrocities committed by the NPA. A total of 1,311 medals will be awarded in the regular sporting events of the week-long Palangan Bonsang 2018 that opened in Vigan, Ilocos Sur Sunday. Some 815 medals will be presented to winning participants in the high school division and the remaining 496 to those in the elementary division. There will be 241 golds and silvers and 333 bronze medals to be awarded in the secondary games. On the other hand, 156 golds, 156 silvers, and 184 bronzes are at stake in the elementary division. A total of 198 medals will be for athletics, making it the most medal-rich sport this year. Another 180 medals will be for swimming, even as 158 more will be given out in arnis and 152 in taekwondo. Aerobic gymnastics, dance sports, and pencatsilat will make their debut this year as demonstration sports. La Union welcomes summer with the celebration of its annual Silag Festival of Lights. The province invites local and foreign tourists to visit Poro Point's lighthouse, which is an historical landmark and an economic icon. Here's our report.
The most anticipated summer festival in the province of La Union, known as Silag Poro Point Festival of Lights, was again celebrated last April 6 to 8 at the Poro Point Freeport Zone in San Fernando City. The three-day festival was attended at least 150 people who are not only from La Union but also those who are from nearby provinces and other countries. The word silag originated from the Ilocos word selag, which means gleam that comes from the moon. The Poro Point Lighthouse, which is located at the center of economic zone, serves as the symbol of the festival. The lighthouse was inaugurated and declared as the historical landmark last 2006 by the National Historical Institute with the initiative of the local government of San Fernando City. According to Attorney Felix Tracadio, President of Poro Point Management Corporation, this project started recognizing and provided opportunity for our countrymen and the whole world to know about the changes that have been made within the economic zone over the years.
Due to the unique leadership of President Rodrigo Duterte, and also because of the new leadership of BCDA, we have many projects now.
The CILG Festival, which is on its 7th year of celebration and began in 2012, is the project of PPMC, a subsidiary of the Bases Conversion and Development Authority, in partnership with the local government of La Union Province. For PNA Newsroom, Sweet Lukman, Philippine Information Agency.
Let's now check out the weather forecast for Metro Manila and the rest of the country. Here's another look at today's stories. President Duterte challenges participants of the Palarong Pambansa to excel in school and sports to become nation builders. Chief Justice Serrano claims to have retrieved 11 out of her 21 allegedly missing statements of assets and liabilities. The LTFRB threatens to impound vehicles using the Arcade City ride-sharing app. The military reports about 5,000 surrenderers from the New People's Army. Thank you for watching another edition of the PNA Newsroom. To check out these and other stories, visit the PNA website or follow the Philippine News Agency on Facebook and Twitter. For more stories about the government and how it serves the Filipinos, look for these hashtags in all of our social media platforms and websites. And that's your daily dose of news and information that you need to know from the PNA Newsroom. I'm Pia Rosas Morato. Good day.